Look at that jiggle. You see that jiggle? None of that's as good. Oh gosh. All right, let's here, quick save again. I'm gonna time warp part of the way there. We can still like sort of fix it if we just fall off course ever so slightly. All right, we're still good right now. So let's warp to the sphere of influence change. Actually, cancel. Cancel. Stop, 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 stop. I need to make sure we're still coming where we want to go. Yep, still looking good. Oh, I can science from here? That doesn't make any sense. High over Kerbin. Maybe we don't have that. Maybe it was still a low biome something. Actually, it probably was. I missed the sub. Wobber, thanks to the resub. Alright, not as worried about knocking my ship off course here, although you do have to be... Take part. You do have to be careful to not slam into your bits too much, especially solar panels. You can rip them off if you hit them too hard. So that's bad. Okay. Okay, we're not going to do the material goo or mystery goo because we're still high over Kerbin right now. Warp the sphere of influence change. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. There it is. And we'll wait a second here just to make sure it's completely locked in. And we're good to go. Perry is going to bring us to within 13 kilometers, which is good. So this is going to be all high Minmus experiments, which is good. We run around all of these. Let me get out of map mode. And some of these are going to be cool. We're going to extend a big boom. Whoop! This is all the D-Magic add-on, which is cool. We can't transmit any of this because, again, we don't have an antenna. We're going to keep this. We're going to run the first mystery goo. At least we don't have to recover that one. So that's going to open one of these bays. Keep data. Yep, that's at the bottom. A material study. Then I click it. There it is. There's a bay on top that opened for that. Run the telescope, the crew report. Radio fails to transmit when set to the off position. And EVA. So we'll EVA from here. It looks so small, yet so delicious. Minmus. We're going to take and store. And then we're going to let go. And we have to collect a few things. I'm missing some resubs. ASOC and Rexar. Thank you very much. So, oh, did I put my... Bet you I did. Shoot, it's all on... Oh, no, wait. It's because they're closed. Forgot about that. Take that. This bay right here. I'm gonna open those. Whack ourselves in the face. And in here is our thermometer. Take that data. I guess there's no pressure data. When we go into low orbit, I think we can, though. And then, woo! Let's try not to ruin this boom. This would be so much easier with an antenna connection because we just go transmit, transmit, transmit. But hey, this is fun too. All right. Take that data. All right, I think that's everything I can take. And because I'm not a scientist, I can't reset the experiments. And again, I have set a rule up for myself where my manned flights must include a pilot. So I cannot bring in a one-man capsule, I cannot bring a scientist with us. Okay. I think we've got everything in there. Did I not take this data? It's time warp a sec to kill that acceleration, or that rotation. I know, I've already got this EVA. I'll take it anyway. Yeah. It's just going to tell me when I board that it's a duplicate and it's got to discard it. Take data. There we go. Maybe I drifted too far away and I wasn't able to actually take it in the end. Yes. Dump the extra one. Okay. Paradoxian and a hobo sandwich. Thank you very much for the resub, everyone. Okay, we need to complete this flyby. Are we... Where's our angle here? Like this. Oh, we're actually going to inject a little bit north. No, we're pretty goddamn planar. This is going relatively well. So basically, well, we're going to time warp to the periapsis, but the science is going to stop us. How far away are we to the peri? 2 hours away. As soon as we hit low, we should get some science experiment stuff again. There we go. So we'll run them all. We can do atmospheric pressure now. Now, the real pain in the ass here is because I can't transmit. Let me reboard here and run them all. It's going to be hard to get data from all the biomes. Because I have to reset things very quickly. Potentially miss a biome, but, you know, that's life. The area doesn't look so appealingly minty. Oh, the slopes. Okay, so now we EVA. Hold on, board. It's much easier to do this if your ship, your hatch is basically level. Just makes it a lot easier to get back in there. Feels like we're like dropping towards the planet, but no. We are going to fly by safely. All right, EVA. Take. Again, that's for the, and store. That's for the crew experiments. Wow, we are really wobbling quite aggressively. It'd be nice to maybe have a probe core on this stuff to hold us steady while we're out, actually. Take that data. Good. Look how much I've just rotated my ship by bumping into that thing. And down. Tuck in here. Take our pressure data. Take it. Take the thermometer. And take the telescope. Excellent. And then grab and board. Are we over a different place? Greater Flats, yes. Keep that data. How come the rest of it hasn't reset, though? It could just be the science alert not being correct, actually. Really? Okay, there are some dupes. In space near Minmus. Oh, that one's not biome dependent. What about the temperature? That one's not biome dependent either. Okay, that's why. But the telescope is, apparently. Alright, EVA. I don't remember if we've take and store for the crew data. Let go. Again, this EVA report will be a dupe, or should be. Take that data. Grab and board. Yes. Greater Flats. Didn't we just get that? I don't know. Hang on. Is that what's being duplicated? Just let go. RCS. It could be that the science alerter is going a little wonky. Because I'm not actually transmitting it home. Yeah, okay. So yes, Greater Flats is a dupe. It's just telling us every time. More slopes. We already have slopes. Midlands. Keep that data. Manual crew report? Slopes. Yeah. I think I'm missing some science. If I could transmit home, I think it'd be better. Also, if I had ScanSat stuff first, but that's okay. We'll still come home with lots of science. We'll take the EVA, technically. Oh, it's in space near Minmus. Really? Oh, we might be... Oh, no, we're not too high. chat's probably telling me, but it's hard to not crash and then read at the same time. Take that data. And board. Okay, and we are going up. Alright, we're definitely not in low orbit of Minmus anymore, so there's not going to be any new signs. So, the chat is asking, I don't remember a heat shield being added, and did Quill remember to put a heat shield under the reaction wheel? Well, there's no reaction wheel. So, we do have a heat shield. It's right here. Someone's saying that maybe Science Alert might leak memory too. I think we're okay. We're good on memory at this point. In fact, what I can do at this point is basically just prepare for return. So we're going to exit here, which is actually going to drop us here on our return leg home. You see what I was saying? By sort of escaping in this direction, we're not only just not raising our APO in any appreciable way, but we're actually going to be on the return leg home of our trip by cutting it short, by using the sort of gravity braking of going around Minmus in a clockwise direction. So we're going to exit here and we're going to go there. There might be some stuff we can do at this point to make our orbit landing a little bit better, but I will wait until we're actually in the sphere of influence of Kerbin, because it'll make it a lot easier for me to figure out what the hell is going on. And we're effectively still going to be near our apoapsis, which means we'll be making pretty dramatic periapsis changes with very little difficulty. So once again, I will quick save before doing a time warp, because time warps are dangerous. If you click on the wrong thing, bad things happen. SETI swapped the crew report and EVA report biome dependency to reduce the amount of EVA you need. Oh, that's quite cool. It'd be nice if it had a proper set of antennas here. That would have made this life a lot easier. Let's go to time warp. It'll do the sphere of influence change, and it'll go all wibbly wobbly for a second here. And I think we are officially good. So, is there not biome dependent material and goo observation with D-Magic or SETI? I think that's the case. I think we didn't use as many of these because, unless I'm wrong, in the base game, you can do goo and material over every biome. Maybe not. Maybe in space you never do. So we'll get a high Kerbin space material study and mystery going our way back home too. That's good. Keep that. And keep that. Okay. So let's go ahead and retract some stuff over here. We are going to toggle the boom, and we can toggle the telescope. Now the other doors will be open. Oh, we can close this bay as well. But we cannot close the material or goo bays. Actually, it says toggle the doors. Hold on. Can we? Without resetting things? Oh, we can. Oh, okay. Well, shit. Maybe that was the thing. I don't think the doors are physics enabled. I might be wrong though. But we'll close all these doors in preparation for reentry, because of course we are bringing this stuff back home. Okay, and now that we are properly in Kerbin orbit, again, quick save one more time. So our periapsis is currently going to crash us into Kerbin. So that's bad, because it's negative. So what we need to do is burn prograde from here. Again, we're basically our apoapsis, so if we burn prograde from here, we're basically raising our peri. It's going to happen real fast too. I'm using minimal burn here. You can see it's going up. I'm going to aim for about 20,000 clicks, or 20,000 meters, 20 clicks. Because that guarantees you hit the nice, thick, soupy part of the atmosphere. We definitely will not accidentally swing by the planet. Now, we do have tons and tons of life support. So, if we did actually happen to accidentally fly by the planet, it wouldn't be the end of the world. It would be very bad if we came in too steeply. I think we're going to be okay. We'll see. I think we're ready for a big time warp, which means I think we'll just do a quick save. I mean, we're coming back in, 20,000. We're not accidentally going to bump into the moon or anything like that. Quick save before the time warp. Excuse me. Let's go to about halfway. We'll double check our numbers, make sure the physics didn't change on our way there. You can see the number. Things are very jiggly here. Going back to Kerbin's going to be pretty safe. Since we're in the sphere of influence, it's not really going to break us. It's when we're trying to hit something outside the sphere of influence. And you miss by millimeters from back here, so it misses a lot. So we're going to warp ahead 5 days. You can see my satellites with their connections from RemoteTech. Okay, there's the moon. All right, everything looks good. Periapsis is 20 kilometers. 20 is pretty steep. It's not that steep. I suppose if we're concerned, we could push it up a wee bit. I think we're going to be okay. I've come in at like 30 to 35 in the new aerodynamic system and like skipped through the atmosphere. Normally, I used to aim for a little bit higher than that. If I burned prograde right now, what would happen? I guess it would just raise both sides. If we are concerned, I could raise it to 25. 25 should still be plenty soupy. There we go. If we're concerned, let's do that. Let's turn off the SAS. I'll do another quick save here. And we'll warp to closer. I always quick save before these time warps now. I've had too many things where it just like flies right by where it's supposed to time warp to, and horrible things happen. Things are still good. We've got, you know, hundreds of days of food, water, and oxygen, as we knew. Apparently, Kerbals don't actually eat that much. Electricity is good. Things are looking beautiful. Suppose I can turn off the alarm clock, free up some of these screens. We do have to return these experiments from Minmus, but other than that, we should get good credit for that quest. All right, I think we're still happy. I could go. No, I got to make sure I don't run out of power. I don't want to ditch these solar panels until the last possible minute. So, I'm gonna quick save one more time. I'm not gonna. Well, I guess I could do a warp to here. That would be okay. That is an empty command pod, by the way. That's someone I rescued in a video you will see on YouTube soon. And as soon as this is done, we will be playing some Heroes of the Storm. So we're going a bit long here. Because all Kerbal missions take longer than you think. It would have saved time if we didn't have to EVA so much. Warp a little closer. Alright, I'm pretty happy with this. We are still on course there. I'm going to turn on the SAS. I'm going to go prograde. It's what I always like to do. We've got tons of power because we do have lots of batteries. I'm going to go ahead and detach this rear part. I think we're okay. Quick save one more time. Make sure we don't stage one too many times. Good. There's the heat shield. We're going to turn ourselves retrograde. Now, our aerodynamics should keep us there, but I will keep it forced retrograde, specifically surface retrograde, just to make sure we don't lean too far from one side to another. Make sure we get good contact with the heat shield. Aerodynamic forces should keep us facing the right way. But let's make sure. There we go. We'll go to times 50 and drop it down to 10. As soon as we hit 70, it'll stop time warping us anyway. We should basically be hands off now until we hit 250 meters per second. At which point we will deploy our parachutes. Cross your fingers. So how's it going out there? Everything good? Everyone's got their BattleNet running, their Heroes of the Storm activated, ready to log on to the North American servers. There's our heat effects. Yeah, as long as we keep facing exactly retro. This is not. Is this not locked onto surface retro? Why is it doing orbital retrograde? Is it because I'm so high? I would have thought if I'd clicked in this mode, it would have done this, because what I'm concerned about... Alright, let's turn off the SAS completely, and hope it doesn't flip us around. Oh, no, it's drifting badly. We're not quite stable enough. Yeah, I'm concerned... that it's one side is being exposed to a little bit of heat here. Okay. No, yeah, you keep trying to log on to orbital retrograde. Maybe because we're so high up, even though I've got it in this mode, which is very annoying. Fucking hell, something just exploded. Oh no, that's my other ship. Okay. Now we get the camera angle change, which should mean I am totally suborbital. No? Yes? No. We are getting some heat effects on the side, and I'm not happy about that. It's not climbing much, so I'm just giving him a little bit of a jolt. I'm leaving him on retrograde mode, but I'm intentionally bumping him into the middle of the surface mode retrograde instead of the orbital one. Because surface mode is what determines where the airflow is. Fucking hell, look, something's about to overheat. Look at this. I hope that wasn't important. Like, what are we supposed to do with this? More heat sinks? I know I'm not suborbital, so we're losing experiments. Fucking hell! Stop exploding! I have a heat shield! With that's the contracts. Oh my god, with tons of ablator. Look at this, we've got 188 of 200 left. It's just not working. Fucking hell! Stop exploding! We're just losing our science experiments. Like, the core is going to be fine. The top's not overheating. Let me turn off the SAS now. No, look how unstable it is. Okay, you know what? Let me steer this myself. If I turn off the SAS, it doesn't stay at atmospheric angles like I like. Like, I hope it's just the oxygen and food and whatever that's exploded. Actually, it is. Food and water have exploded because I want to bring home my experiments. Shit. What are you supposed to do about this? I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to do about this to prevent this from being a problem. Alright, so I'm manually keeping myself completely surface retrograde here. We are slowed down enough. I think it's no longer going to be an issue. Yes, even I do this. He's not pointing the way I would like him to point. I don't understand what's going on there. And certainly we don't have the stability. Okay, we're going slow enough. There's not going to be any more explosions. How many experiments did we lose? Jesus. Put stuff in the service bay. Click your experiments on the outside. The thing is, like, this universal storage, I don't know, maybe it'll be better. Next time, we'll use the 2.5 meter heat shield, just like this big scoop around us. Although taking off is going to be a pain in the ass without a bunch of fairings or something. Alright, I am going to... Yeah, even here with no real atmospheric pressure, you do not turn the way I'd expect you to turn. Orbital. Surface. Can you not get it there? Maybe we need more reaction wheels? No, because I can turn. Whatever, we don't even need SAS anymore. Well, maybe we do. I'm not EVing. Just wait until my speed drops below 250. I'm going to deploy my parachutes. Son of a bitch. Maybe we're just, you know, too long. Maybe we need radiators? That's a possibility. Maybe we just need some radiators along the top. Oh, boss says, I suspect that the universal storage is not completely rebalanced for new thermals. That is actually true. My version of universal storage still says that it's for version 1.02. That is probably true, because the new thermal dynamics, or the new heat system is very different. There's actually two heat values now for everything, an internal heat and external heat. And you're probably right that the mod that adds these containers did not change their numbers to work properly with that new internal-external heat thing. That is probably exactly right. Okay, I'm going to quick save because I'm going to go and physics warp us down to the surface. Every now and again you might get attacked by the Kraken if you do a physics warp. Don't think we'll shake apart here, even though our structural integrity might be minimal. But yeah, I bet you that's exactly right. This mod was not updated. It's still set for 1.02, which is before the new thermals. And the fact of the matter is, even with a bigger heat shield, here's the thing. Like, we've noticed there's no heat indicators on my capsule or the parachutes or anything like that. I'm betting it's all internal heat. This was not actually friction causing the problem. This is all internal heat that wasn't that was overloading the values from inside of here. I'm sure you're exactly right, because we hardly used our ablator. This was a fine re-entry. Not at all too steep, I don't think. In fact, I suspect if we'd come in shallower, it might have been a bigger problem. Just because of the internal heat buildup. Apparently we can EVA here, so let's rotate around. But we're back! We lived! Flying over this is flying over the grasslands? Really? I don't know if I'd call this grasslands, but okay. Alright, let's recover our vessel. We could have burned more fuel to try to slow down before re-entry, but it wouldn't have made much of a difference. The speed that we're going at was much, much higher than the amount of delta V we had. And if anything, it would have just put us into a steeper descent, which could have actually been very dangerous. We actually want to come in sort of as high as possible, but not so high that you accidentally skip the atmosphere. We did get 600 science out of it, which is pretty good. The big question is, did we complete those contracts? Orbital survey of Minmus. And then the sub-steps. So yes, we did. Collected things. I don't know if we actually had a quest to do the material bay science, which might be good. Instead of checking this view, let's check this one here. Minmus and Kerbal. We've completed the entire Minmus portion of this, which is good. Destination the Sun. Ah. So you want us to do the leaving the Kerbin sphere of influence completely. This is apparently a good trick, too, for getting a lot of experience in your pilot. You just sort of, just put yourself technically on an escape from Kerbin, and then you're technically leaving Kerbin, you're in orbit of the sun at that point, and you just go and, like, slow down a tiny scooch to be reabsorbed into Kerbin. You get lots of XP for that. In fact, I think a lot of people, that apparently there's a thing you can do, where, you know, if you've got enough delta V and you plan your flight out properly, you can do a flyby of the moon, Minmus, and leave the Kerbin sphere of influence in one flight and come back and have like a level 3, whatever, pilot, scientist, etc. Lamfair is still level 1. He's got the flyby of the moon, flyby of Minmus. He didn't have the Minmus one before, but apparently that's not enough to send him level 2. That's very disappointing. So you get to level 1 just going to orbit around Kerbin. So he's going to have to land before he gets to level 2. And does he get the ability to lock onto maneuver nodes at level 2, or does he have to be higher than that? I don't remember. Yes, I do have the mod that allows you to recover spent stages if they're not destroyed. It's called Stage Recover, and I do have it. You can't see it because I don't have the button on, but there it is, Stage Recovery. However, the only stages that really could have feasibly been recovered in this flight are the 3 microscopic little boosters, and it wasn't worth the expense. Like, it wasn't worth the effort. The amount of money you would have gotten back from an empty, small SRB would be minuscule, and if something goes wrong and you lose the chute at the same time, then you're, like, down on money, so that's no good. But we do have lots of science, and I am going to go ahead and even upgrade my R&D facility, which is going to spend a lot of my money. But this means that I can go fuel systems and these propulsion systems. What does this give me? Toroidal fuel tank, Oscar B, the spark liquid engine, which I don't necessarily care about all those. Pig Flyer, thanks for the sub. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We get the Rockomax fuel tanks, although we don't have the Rockomax engines yet. But the advanced fuel systems give us the external fuel ducts. Now we can make much more efficient ships. Actually, heavy rocketry, what do you give me? The thuds. Thuds are useful. Kickbacks, hydraulics, we can live without. Precision. Ooh, the twitch are very nice for some other things as well. Heavier rocketry, that's where we get the mainsail, the poodle, and the skipper with this mod. Ah, normally the mainsail is later. So we have the Rockomax tanks. So now we can get the Rockomax engines as well. However, by doing that, I may have screwed myself out of some more experiments. Well, I'm only slightly shy. I can do the stupid, like, collecting science from the KSC, which I haven't done any of that yet. I haven't done any KSC science stuff other than maybe the launch pad. So I could grab a token amount of science to get electronics here to unlock. Oh, that's an antenna. That's an antenna. The bigger solar panels, batteries. Oh, there may not be any more things. Deployable thermal control system consisting of multiple liquid-cooled radiator panels. You'd have to extend those. The radiators are not something you can really use on re-entry. Fuel cell, hydrogen tank. Okay, so we can actually live without that. But now that we've got the bigger engines and the, more important, the fuel flows, I didn't even need the big Rockomaxes. But now we can lift much, much bigger payloads into space. Since the Kerbal system is barely loosely based on the solar system, does it have an equivalent of the asteroid field or Oort's cloud? No, it doesn't have an asteroid field because that would be too many objects to track. However, if you upgrade your tracking system to the next level, then you can start to track asteroids. There's not like, I don't think there's like unlimited amounts of them, but you'll constantly get like missions or whatever. There'll always be some that you can go to. A lot of them will contain fuel and stuff like that. You can refuel. You can tow the asteroids into orbit around Kerbin and build a base around it and get like infinite fuel in orbit around your planet. There's all sorts of cool stuff you can do that. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to put a cut in here. We're going to take a break. We're going to play some Heroes of the Storm. What I might do for simplicity, I still have some of the subscriber list, but subscribers have changed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post you guys my BattleNet tag, and you can send me the invites, and then I'll set up a game, and we'll play a couple, and then I will delete you all from my BattleNet friends list, because otherwise it gets crazy. So don't take it personal after I delete you from my BattleNet list, but we will go ahead and set that up first. I will go and make sure that the people from the previous subscriber list are on there if at all possible, but it's going to be a little free-for-all-y, just because we don't have the form set up and everything, and so new subscribers wouldn't have a chance to jump in, and that's unfair. So it's like more fair to open it up completely, and then we're going to figure out something proper in the future for that. I really hope that Blizzard adds in the ability to create custom games with passwords, because that makes life so much easier, because then I just email the subscribers with the passwords, and then we're good, but they don't have that, not yet. So give me a couple of minutes, I'm going to switch over to the game, and see you soon.